40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Murray now on first down. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
On the counter, Elliott. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Pick up of 6, brings up second and 4.
The last run got 6, now second and 4. From the gun, Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Murray.
What are you doing?
Looking for Cooper.
Oh my God, bro.
Picked up by Xavier Howard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Now a first carry from Latavius Murray.
What?
And that gets him a little room as he'll take this up over the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a gain.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Murray. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Let's check on the call.
Couldn't get off that man.
He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
I was in that hole.
Very
He
often
said, no.
on running plays from those guys, because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw we'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
It's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be
and I'm behind this
passing down. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start.
Oh, this nigga that fair catch that bitch.
So a change of possession.
What are you doing?
And it'll be Seahawks
Don't give a damn. That could have been. Oh, that could have been bad.
At their own 47-yard line.
No. Yeah, you already got a pick on my ass. On some bullshit. I'm telling you, I had 2 receivers. I had fucking
T.Y. intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
That shit crazy, though.
Play fake. Murray. Letting one fly deep for Coop. This is caught inside the 15. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Almost got hit.
Amari Cooper, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain it.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week it totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
At their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Khalil Mack, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely.
We got 4 niggas right there.
That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
They always go bad. I got
throwing on second and long. Prescott. And it's
no, stop. Don't stop, William.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Sometimes luck is all you need. That was not even the intended receiver on that play.
Well, Johnny on the spot, though.
Yeah, and it turned into a big play for those guys on offense. They'll take it each and every time.
Yeah, that was dumb as hell that you just said.
The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd?
But he was there, John.
Oh, play action. Prescott. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession.
Nigga, I ain't jumped for it.
It's certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast.
It wasn't another nigga there.
They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well.
There we go.
Now fair catch is called for and taken at
Hit me. Fair catch that motherfucker this time. Yeah. I fair catch that bitch that time.
37-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Flushed out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want, because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result. Not one you expected when the play began.
Oh, he can't block it.
On second down, Elliott.
Oh, but it do. Oh, but it do. Oh, but it do.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A gain of 13.
Yeah, wow,
it's a
right
first
there.
down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
I got you, boy. Check 1, 2.
This and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
6-0. Nothing crazy. Oh, it's on the first? Okay.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
Fuck. Was not touching me. Where's that 96 at? I'm looking for that nigga.
First down carry by Elliott.
Holding. That's a holding. Oh, shit.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Whoever had watch, they let him cross his face. Yeah, I've seen it.
49ers, nothing.
I seen that bullshit. Damn, cuz. Actually, let's see how that works.
To throw, it's Murray.
Oh, I should do that.
Forced out to his left.
Fuck it.
And he was hit as he threw it down and forces it incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now Murray off play action. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 16.
Hold up.
First down there on a pickup of
Hit
25.
Yeah, I seen that.
So Amari Cooper.
Look how many people in my face, bro, when I'm throwing that, bro. I'm moving around in that pocket.
That when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
He did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school.
1, 2, 1. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Come back, come back. I got you. Like 3.
To throw is Murray. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Nigga was screaming at a nigga.
Elliott, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Oh, fuck. I missed this one, too?
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo. Usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and...
Sheesh.
Change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Prescott. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. Now Gurley. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. These two rivals played 2 of the better games in the NFL a season ago. You remember week 17, it was Dre Greenlaw stopping Jacob Hollister at the 1 to preserve a 26-21 49er win. And that wound up both winning them the NFC West and earning them the #1 seed. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard.
Man, tell that nigga get his hands off me, bro.
So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive because they have to punt this one away.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Can't ask for much more than that. A 50-yard punt followed by a loss on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They run the counter. Elliott. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts.
A gain of 19
It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Murray, he bootlegs it. And that is incomplete.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try.
A 53-yard attempt.
And it's a fake.
Yeah,
He's going to throw
that
it.
bit.
It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And the 49ers are going to get the football back.
Oh, yeah, dude, just throw that bitch. He got smacked.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top of the game, you got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Nigga.
He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. Now Prescott. Being chased out left. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Going for it.
49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. This is 1st and goal from about the 8.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. Check 50. Check 50.
Ah, that shit. Damn. Damn. Why you with that nigga that bad?
To throw it. This is caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
That nigga put a half on.
Todd Gurley.
Damn, I let your ass score.
Seconds of the first half.
I forgot. Nigga, I thought I had. Nigga, I thought I had ball. Nigga, I'm tripping. I get, you get ball.
Point.
Yeah, fuck that. I'm let your ass score.
And that'll make it 13-7.
Good. Makes the score Seahawks 13, 49ers 7.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away.
This nigga here. I can't feel shit.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Come on. Mike 59.
A final shot before half for Murray. Throw left side complete. It's Elliott. And he's going to be out of bounds.
Nigga,
right
son, I don't know what the hell you
midfield.
did on that
so
shit.
We have reached halftime in what's a
I should have threw it up.
game
I would have had
at
me a
the break.
touchdown.
As we send you cross country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Now your corners went down. Your corners went down before I even passed to the Zeke.
On EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return
I
this
got
one
mine
as
up.
it's through the end zone for a touchback.
That nigga whining,
The
bro.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do
Fuck all
at
that.
certain
Shut your
times?
ass
What are our
up.
tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third
I know
down.
you gonna run.
This
I'm
defense is
gonna
just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything
I
in
know
the
you
run
gonna
game.
run. I'ma send
Case
the
in
house.
point right there.
I'm gonna send the house. I've been too friendly.
Throwing. Prescott. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete.
Oh my God.
Gurley's got the first down and then some. Yeah,
Oh
he's gonna be
my
out of
God. I
bounds,
don't know
but
why
not
he didn't pick
before
that
he
shit
takes
up.
it inside the 40. They give him a gain of 37.
I sure did.
That's why you call a screen. You want to catch
Nah.
a defense overcommitting.
Look, bro,
Plenty
Mac
of
is
space
right
available,
there.
And that matched up perfectly. What a convoy he got downfield to pick up big yardage.
That was a
on
pick
play.
right there.
So how about that?
I just
for a
didn't see the
chain
screen.
mover?
I'm not
They're all the
gonna
way
cap
down
with you.
inside the 40 now for
If
first
he
and 10.
supposed to turn around, if I'm using that nigga, come on, bro. Who's he falling over?
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play.
That
there
nigga,
to
if I'm
swallow
using
the
Khalil
ball
Mack, that's
carrier.
a whole pick.
The last
I ain't
run
gonna
got a
cap to you.
couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Prescott. He's going deep for Brown.
Oh,
And
my.
that's going to be
That's supposed to be
incomplete.
a pick.
Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
Now Prescott on 4th down. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 42-yard line.
Shotgun now for Murray. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
First down run there for Fournette, but it won't accomplish much as he'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Throwing on second down, Murray.
Oh.
And he whips that one incomplete there. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, but now it's third down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing is Murray on third down. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Jason Pierre-Paul able to record his 5th sack of the season. And hear the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. They occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation. Allows him to get home.
15. I'll take that.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. Prescott from the gun. Looking for his running back, and he's got him.
He picked that nigga.
It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be 3rd down.
To Todd Gurley. A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Buying time to his left. Man open left side is Brown. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route.
I thought you was going to the other route, though.
So tough to defend because
I'll let you get
the
that, though.
receiver can stop at any point.
That was first down.
Available
He threw
to the
that.
quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick
I
up
prevented 8 on that ass, boy.
a big roll of the dice on 4th and 1.
I knew you was going to
pays off.
just
They
get that.
convert.
Yeah, I knew you was just going to get that shit. That's how I was like, just go for it, yeah. I ain't mad at you.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
49ers 7.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Hey, we got 3 down. 3 down.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On 2nd and 7, Prescott. Now they go screen. It's complete. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Exactly, bro.
And he's going to have a Niners 1st down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on third and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on third down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57. Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
Play action now. Prescott dancing to his left. Going deep here for Landry. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw is Prescott. Steps away to his left. Oh, Prescott stripped, and the Seahawks have picked it up.
I told you I was going to smack your
There
ass.
he goes, right
I told you that
side.
shit.
And
The
they
play before
bring
I
this
just
one
told
back.
you I was going to
It's a
smack your
fumble
ass.
recovery and a Seattle touchdown.
Got his ass smacked.
This was a close game. They needed a
Got
little
his ass
breathing room.
smacked.
Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it.
Got
It
his
was
ass
huge.
smacked,
Gave him a
man.
comfortable
What the
lead.
hell?
Following that fumble
shit.
recovery, it's Murray.
Oh,
And
they didn't get it right
intercepted.
back.
Maybe the turning point they
No.
need.
Oh, no.
Picked off by the
I picked
former
it.
Seahawk, Earl Thomas.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted.
With a 2.
Remember,
Yeah,
if
2.
you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here, but that's why you got to be really
I'm
careful
about
with
to
those
say my
throws,
quarterback
especially to the
90 something
outside.
speed, nigga. Oh, shit, I'm tripping.
Take it in at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21.
Raiders take over 1st and 10. At their
You
own
gotta play how Chris
21-yard
played
line.
against me. Run that bit. You was getting something. I mean, you gonna have to nickel and dime your ass up
The
that bit.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their
I get
defense
you.
was able to
I get
force
you
the
on that
punt.
shit.
That's the
That's why
good
you set
news.
the
But
screen,
this is
go to
still a
screen.
two-score
Oh,
game, and they need points
Oh,
on
no,
this
thank
drive.
you. Okay.
And in a relatively quick
Okay.
manner. And they'll
Pepper,
get it all the way
fuck
up
you doing
about
back
5
there, nigga?
yards shy of midfield.
1st and 10.
That one goes
What
for
you
24
doing back there, nigga?
yards.
What you doing back there? I don't pay you to look at
Big
niggas
play to
catch the
start him
ball.
out. Has him at the 45 already.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
That nigga doing back there?
Watch it, you
They run. It's Gurley. And he's
Oh,
up
I was
across
supposed to light
midfield
your
and
ass
down
up.
into Seattle
Oh.
territory.
Oh,
Nice run there, 9
oh.
yards, and it'll be second
Ran
down.
right past him.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Hey, me and you all. Here we go. All day. I'm coming
That
after
guy
you.
speed, he like,
After you. Share.
Here's Prescott. They'll try and set up the screen. It's
Trust
complete.
oh, he
And
just
he'll go
tripped
down
that nigga.
shy of the 40 at the 41. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Let's go. Check. Tight right. Solo out there. Check down.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley.
Why ain't let me change to
And he's going to be
Jackson?
down at the 35.
Why they ain't let me
Gain
change
of
to
7.
Jackson?
Russia
That would have
on
been
the
a
35-yard
perfect
line.
just. Ooh,
It's
that
a
would have
gain
been
of
dirty.
7. Brings up
If I could have
2nd and
switched.
3.
2
I
minutes
coulda
left to
switched to
play in this
Jackson, boy. That
football
should've been
game
nasty
here
watch.
on
I ain't
EA
cap.
Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Watch the screen.
Play fake. Here's Prescott rolling to his left.
Looking in the cookie jar.
He's got a man.
Damn, he caught me looking in the cookie jar.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Jarvis Landry, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Good. Makes the score Seahawks 19, 49ers 14. Brett Maher is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. This is Jakeem Grant. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Grant on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game not quite over yet. We'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Again, it's Elliott. Room here to run. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott.
And
he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Oh,
it's a pickup of 4.
I already got the dub.
All right, just go ahead and say it with me.
What you think I'm going to do?
A mistake,
yes,
for sure.
Without a doubt. Because
what
at
you think
some
I'm
point,
do?
Put your foot in the ground, get upfield,
and
get down, protecting the ball. Don't go out of bounds, because when you go out of bounds, you're really just helping the defense.
Yeah, not to be too hyperbolic, but it's like giving the D an extra timeout, isn't it?
It certainly is. Gives them a chance to regroup, and it means you have to snap the ball an additional time. But you always...
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
3rd and 10.
Have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously, he is well short of the 1st. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going for it. It's Murray.
Oh.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds
You only got
remaining.
1 play. What you going to do? You know, you used all your timeouts.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Exactly. I'm saying you only got 1 play. You only got 1 play. We'll see what you do, though. We'll see what you do.
Following the interception, here's Prescott, eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Nigga trying to get 50 yards in 1 play. That's the only way you can win, though.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. One last shot now for Prescott. Rolling to his right. He's going to let it fly.
Oh, wow.
And, a crusher there as it's
ain't nobody.
Let it will, and it's picked. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out.
Tonight's
Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down,
I gave you the ball back, too.
Play. Great job offensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
I had that many yards.
So for the Seahawks, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals.
Yeah, but
meanwhile,
was
for
that
San
thing. Oh, well,
Francisco,
one of each was
they'll lose
like
an
garbage
important
time.
one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis,
ran that hole, and then I said, fuck
Thanks
it.
for watching, everybody. We'll
I
see
knew
you next time.
you get the pick, I tackle you. You're going to have to take the time out now and waste about most of your time because it was only 20 seconds. It was only 20 seconds. You pick a play that, you know what I'm saying? That's already 8 seconds. It was going to, yeah. So, shit.